Okay, calm down. Yes, we are finally doing another episode on Little Red. I'm your host, Christian. Welcome back to Wheels of Madness RC. That is right. We are finally doing another episode on Little Red, the moment you've all been waiting for. So while I get her, she used to look like this. Now, some things has changed, and she looks completely identical. No, I'm kidding. So, start things off, I have done a lot of work to her. But this episode is going to be more of a talk and tell. Because when I was doing the build, I was filming another one. The footage got corrupted. But we don't care about that. We're caring about the moment. So let's talk about it. She has gotten a chassis upgrade. And that's one of the components that I was doing in that video, because there's nothing visually that you can see. Because even if I do this, well, I did a suspension video on her. So this is what she currently looks like now underneath. Wait. You recognize this, huh? Let me show you why. Here is my TRX-4M Bronco. As you can see, they look completely identical. And that's because they are. So this kit is from Etsy. I'll put the user or the seller right wherever. There, whatever. And he sells chassis kits to turn your C54 or C24 into a TRX-4M. And I'm gotta say, I absolutely love this chassis. I only ran the car once, and it wasn't even on a real trail, and it was the best thing already. I don't have an ESC in here, so I won't be able to show you guys today, because there's some other things I gotta fix with the car. So she's still far from done. Maybe next episode. But the frame is really tough plastic. And it holds up to even the strongest of strengths. Like me and Nick, my co-host, were putting a lot of strain on this chassis when we were building it to get parts to fit. And it worked amazingly. It held up there. But to get this chassis to fit, there is a downside. If you have an issue with cutting things, this chassis is not for you. I had to gut the center console out of this interior to get it to work. That is a bummer. And you do lose space in the hood. So you only have a battery tray. So I will be putting my ESC in a different location. I'll leave the battery in here. I'm going to be switching to a 12 milliamp battery, 1200 milliamp battery. And I'll have two of them, so I can use the car, and they'll be thinner to fit inside the hood. Now, as far as to get this chassis to work, there is a disclaimer. You are going to have to buy doubles. You're going to have to buy 2 sets of links and 2 sets of drive shafts. And you can only use the rear. You cannot use the front. So, that's the only way to get it to line up. So I went with red. I also went with red axles. And of course, you can see I found out the hard way while I'm spinning it freely that you gotta have 2 drive shafts. So right now she's running Endura black drive shafts and Endura high trail links, front and rear. She also has 150 mil 59 mil shocks. They are black with the brass tips. I'm also running the 1.3 beadlocks on DJ Crawler tires. Right now, as far as electronics, she has the cheaper Endura servo and a 180 brushed motor with regular gears. So, now my favorite part. What can you expect in the future of this build? Because if this is just a talk and tell, and I'm not actually putting anything together, I might as well tell you what's going to be in the future. So she's going to get an Enduro light bar. I'm going to remove this one, just like that. And I'm going to be putting an Enduro one here. I might be cutting the roof rack. I'm not sure. We're also going to put, and I'm going to test this and see how it looks, because I really want to put a 5 to 7 millimeter adapter on the back and see how it'll be 5 to 7 and see how a spare tire would look on this instead of this black one. But if not, I'll just paint the black one or leave it alone. I'm not too sure yet. But she's going to also be getting rock lights in the fenders. She will also be getting another drive shaft because I can't be two-wheel drive. The axles will get converted to brass covers, probably for Mias, and they're going to be low gear, differential gears, and transmission gears, and they're going to be metal. I'm also going to be running a MB100 ESC with the Enduro transmitter. Now let's see, what else? There was another thing I was going to do to it. Oh yeah, Wpl sells a front winch for this bumper, so I'm going to be getting that. I'm going to be getting another body kit torn apart so I can upgrade the body. You know, get my snorkel back, put the door handles back if they're missing them, the mirrors, my blinker on the side. She will also be getting a lay-down servo mount. I don't know if that's going to make a huge difference because she already has amazing articulation. And I really think that's it. I don't really want to do too much to her after that. I think it's just nice to get her running. Oh, I also might do some axle extensions. Who is calling me? Sorry, work call. So, where was I? Oh yeah, I'm gonna try axle extensions. I think I'm gonna do 6 with the +2 from Enduro and see how they look to see if it gives it enough width. But honestly, I like the way it looks as a regular car. I don't think there's gonna be too much going on there because I'm not using this as a full-blown crawler. I'll be using this as a trail truck. And as far as decals and stickers, I'm going to put our logo on the side. Not our logo, our name on the side. I might add a few here and there, like cave crawlers if I get one from Mias. Because I do have a future build plan that comes with stickers like that. But that's really much it, guys. I know it's short. I know we're not building anything. But next episode is where I'm going to finish this car. It's going to be really exciting. Thank you for joining me today. You know, let me know what you guys think of this frame. From seeing it, what's your thoughts on swapping it to TRX4M? Does it defeat the purpose of buying a WPL and not doing their upgrades, or what? But remember to always grease your drive shafts, and I'll catch you next time.